Good morning, my dear kids. How are you all? I hope you and your family are staying well and fine at home. Be like that. Have you had your breakfast? Drink plenty of water? Have you done all the works that I gave you in the last class? I hope you did it very well. Okay, my dear kids, let us begin today's class. Before that, let us revise first. In the last class, we have started Unit 5 Geometry. We know that geometry is the study of lines, shapes and their properties. After that, we have studied point, line, ray, line segment. Then about straight lines and curved lines. Then parallel lines, intersecting lines, open and closed figures, and at last we have studied about the plane shapes. Today, at first we are going to study about the solid shapes.
Dear kids, look at this. These all are solid shapes. What are these called? These all are called solid shapes. Dear kids, do you know what are solid shapes? Yes, the shapes which are not flat. Look at this. All are not flat. They are exposed in a place. Isn't it? This shape is exposed from the table. This all are exposed in the table. And we can say that they are not flat shapes. They are not flat shapes. So my dear kids, what are solid shapes? The shapes which are not flat. The shapes which are not flat are called a solid shape. Now let us look more about the solid shapes. Dear kids, look at this. The first solid shape we are going to study is cube. What is the first solid shape we are going to study? It is cube. Now let us look what are the peculiarities or specialities of a cube. Dear kids, look at this. While we are looking to the each face, we can say that all the faces are what? Plane. All the faces are plane. Now let us look how many plane faces are there in a cube. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my dear kids, look at this. A cube has 6 plane faces. How many plane faces does a cube has? A cube has 6 plane faces. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And look at this. All the faces are plane. So we can say that a cube has 6 plane faces. Now look at this. Can you tell me how many vertices are there? Look at this. This is the vertices. This is the vertices. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can say that a cube has 8 vertices. How many vertices does a cube has? A cube has 8 vertices. Now let us look how many edges does a cube has. How many edges does a cube have? Come, let us look the edge. This is the edge. This is the edge. Now we can count how many edges does a cube have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my dear kids, can you tell me how many edges does a cube have? A cube has 12 edges. A cube has 12 edges. So my dear kids, a solid shape with 6 plane faces, 8 vertices and 12 edges are called a cube. A solid shape with 6 plane faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices is called a cube. Is it clear, my dear kids? Okay, my dear kids, the next solid shape we are going to study is cuboid. What is the next solid shape we are going to study? It is cuboid. Look at this. A cuboid has also plane faces. Look at this. A cuboid has also plane faces. Can you tell me how many faces does a cuboid has? A cuboid has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. How many plane faces does a cuboid has? A cuboid has 6 plane faces. And let us look how many edges does a cuboid has. Let's find it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my dear kids, a cuboid has also 12 edges. Now let us look how many vertices does a cuboid has. A cuboid has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many vertices does a cuboid has? A cuboid has also 8 vertices. My dear kids, these two are two solid shapes with 6 plane faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. These two are, that is the cube and the cuboid are the solid shapes with 6 plane faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. Then tell me, how can you identify the cube and cuboid? Look at the plane face of the cuboid. The plane face of the cuboid is square in shape. Look at this. The plane face of the cube is square in shape. But in the case of cuboid, the plane face, each plane face is what? It is a rectangle. What we can say? It is a rectangular in shape. The plane faces are in rectangular shape. That is how we can identify a cube and cuboid. A cube has all the plane faces in square in shape, but the cuboid has the rectangular plane faces. Is it clear, my dear kids? This is how you want to identify the cube and cuboid, because cube and cuboid has 6 plane faces, 8 vertices and 12 edges. Dear kids, the next solid shape we are studying is cylinder. Look at this. This is cylinder in shape. What is this shape called? This shape is called a cylinder. Now let us look what are the peculiarities of a cylinder. Look at this. This shape is the curved shape. Look at this. This face is curved, but these two, the up and the down face is what? Plane. Dear kids, look at this. In a cylinder, there is one curved face and two plane face. How many faces does a cylinder has? A cylinder has 3 faces. That is one curved face and 2 plane face. So my dear kids, a solid shape with 3 faces, that is one curved face and 2 plane faces is called what? Cylinder. And we can say that the cylinder has 2 edges. Look at this. This is one edge, 1, and this is another edge, 2. So we can say that a cylinder has how many edges? 2 edges. But a cylinder does not have any vertices. Look at this. Is there any vertices? No. So we can say that a cylinder has no vertices. So my dear kids, once again I will tell you, a cylinder has 2 plane surface and 1 curved surface. A cylinder has 2 plane surface and 1 curved surface, and it has 2 edges. 2 edges and it has no vertices. Dear kids, the next solid shape we are going to study is cone. The next solid shape we are studying is cone. Yes, we all know that this shape is cone. Yes, we love to eat the ice creams, isn't it? The cone ice creams are in the shape of cone. Now look at this. Let us find out the peculiarities of a cone. Can you tell me how many surfaces does a cone have? A cone has 1 and 2. How many surfaces? 2 surfaces. One is curved surface and the other is a plain surface. Look at this. A cone has one curved surface and one plain surface. And now look at this. This is the edge of the cone. This is the edge of the cone. How many edges does a cone has? A cone has only one edge and a cone has only one vertices. A cone has only one vertex. My dear kids, the solid shape with one curved surface, one plane face, one edge and one vertex is called a cone. A solid shape with one curved surface, one plane surface, one edge and one vertex is called a cone. Now the next solid shape we are studying is sphere. The next solid shape we are studying is what? Sphere. We can say that a sphere has only one curved surface. A sphere has only one curved surface. It has no vertex and no edge. A sphere has only one curved surface. Only one curved surface. It has no vertex and no edge. Now, the last solid shape we are studying is hemisphere. Dear kids, when we are cutting the sphere into two equal parts and each part is called a hemisphere. Each part is called a what? Hemisphere. Look at this. A hemisphere has two faces or two surfaces. This is the curved surface and this is a plane surface. Look at this. We can say that a hemisphere has one curved surface and one flat surface. And also we can say that it has no vertex. It has no vertex. Is it clear, my dear kids? The half of a sphere is called what? Hemisphere. So, my dear kids, we have studied about the solid shapes. The shapes which are not flat are called solid shapes. The first solid shape is cube. A cube has 6 plane faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. The next solid shape is cuboid. A cuboid has also 6 plane faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. The third solid shape we have studied is cylinder. A cylinder has one curved surface, 2 plane faces and 2 edges. It has no vertices. The next solid shape we have studied is cone. A cone has one curved surface, one plane surface, one edge and one vertex. The next solid shape we have studied is sphere. A sphere has only one curved surface. It has no edges and no vertices. It is called a sphere. The last solid shape we have studied is hemisphere. If a sphere cut into two equal halves, one piece is called a hemisphere. Look at this. A hemisphere has one curved surface and one flat surface and it has no vertices. Is it clear, my dear kids?
Okay, my dear kids, next we are going to study about the patterns. Dear kids, a pattern is a set of items that are repeated and placed in a certain order.
Dear kids, look at this. There is given some patterns. Now, let us complete the patterns. At first, it is given up and down arrow. Here, left and right, then up and down. Then can you tell me what is the next pattern? It is left and right. Then what may be the next one? It is up and down. Is it clear, my dear kids? Look at the first 2-3 patterns and we can complete the next patterns as according to the first 3 or 4 patterns. Is it clear? Look to the next question. The first here given is 10, 20, 30, 40. Then what may be the next? It is 50, then 60. So my dear kids, patterns are of two types. Sometimes it is a figure pattern or the otherwise it is a number pattern. Look to the pattern clearly and complete the other patterns. Then look to the next question. First is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Then can you tell me what is the next one? It is J, K, L. Then what is the next one? M, N, O. Is it clear, my dear kids? Look to the pattern clearly and complete it as according to the given pattern.
Okay, my dear kids, I hope you have understood today's class. Dear babies, eat healthy food, drink plenty of water, play well, study well, take enough rest. And my dear kids, stay home and stay safe. See you in next class. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.